Hello everyone, welcome to Ber Trees podcast. I am Fatima, the host of this show. Trees are one of my favorite beings in nature and I enjoy learning about them. There are not many podcasts that talk about trees, so I started this show to spread awareness about some common Indian trees. Every week, I share my stories related to the tree of the week, describe it to you in detail, and then help you with keys to identify it in the wild. So come along with me, let's explore the beautiful world of trees. The tree in focus today is a favorite hangout for frugivore songbirds. Not only do they enjoy its orange red berries, but they also build nests in its branches, or simply gather to socialize before calling it a day. This bird friendly tree is the Ber Tree or Indian Jujube. But you don't have to be a bird to enjoy the company of this tree. This tree has many nice things to offer us humans too. For me, there's a Ber Tree in my hometown, under whose boughs I enjoy sitting and watching the nature go by. Before I talk in detail about the bear tree in general, let me tell you about this tree from my home first. In the unkempt backyard of my home in Ranchi, there is a bear tree that stands alone in one corner. It's not very tall, but has spreading crown that shades half of the yard. No one knows how this tree came to be. No one surely planted it. Maybe some bird dropped a seed, and so it sprouted with the help of a bird, and now it's a home to many of them. Doves coo in its branches, munias, white-eyes, tailor-birds, sparrows, and others flit about it all day long, and crows build their nest in it. All these birds cohabit peacefully with usual tweets and chirps. But before it gets too peaceful, loud chattering squirrels run up and down the tree to add some drama and noise. Whenever I visit my hometown, I like to spend some time wandering around this tree. When it sheds its leaves in June, it's a delight to walk over its crisp fallen leaves and hear the satisfactory crunch with each step. When the green berries dot its branches, it is nice to stand under its boughs to look at the mellow November sunlight slanting through its green gold leaves. And when the red berries carpet the ground in March, it is difficult to walk underneath without stepping on the fallen berries, which, when squished, release a sweet, overpowering fragrance. Like all the trees, this bear transforms every season. But no matter what phase it is going through, I like to spend some time around it, whether it's leafing, flowering, fruiting, or shedding. It may not be the prettiest tree to behold in some of its phases, but it's still nice to spend time in its company and meet all its dwellers and visitors. This pear tree adds an old world charm to the wild backyard. Sometimes it feels as if I have stepped into a secret garden of my own, the tree being full of sylvan magical vibe, just like the camphor tree in my neighbor Totoro. Well, I should come out of my reverie now and dive into the interesting botanical details of this tree. Ziziphus mauritiana or Indian Jujube is native to South Asian countries. The root of the genus name Ziziphus comes from the Persian or Arabic word zizoph, which is a name for a species of jujube tree found in the Middle East region. Mauritiana was named incorrectly. The tree was discovered in Southeast Asia, but was named after Mauritius as it was a popular landmark in Asia among 18th century botanists, even though the species is not native to Mauritius. Botanical names have strange histories. Speaking of history, bear has been used since ancient days in India in folk medicines, and species such as Ziziphus lotus and Ziziphus spina Christi have been treated with respect for a long time in different religions. Talking about the leaves of the bear tree, the scheme of the leaves is simple. Simple leaves mean the leaf blades are not divided into smaller leaflets. The leaves are arranged alternatively and are ovate, which means they are egg shaped with a wider base. The leaf margins are slightly serrated. Upper side of a leaf is dark green, while the underside is light olive green and is hairy. The tree branches and leaf stalks have thorns. The bear is an evergreen tree in tropical wet areas and doesn't shed all its leaves at once. In hotter regions, it sheds all its leaves during hot summer months and the new leaves sprout in the monsoon. The smooth, fresh green leaves turn dark and a little crinkly upon maturing. After a couple of months of leafing, the flowers start to bloom. The flowers of bear are yellowish green in color. The small flowers have 5 petals and look like a star. They grow in small clusters all over the tree. The flowering season is from September to early November. They are mostly pollinated by wind and ants such as carpenter ants and weaver ants. Bees also pollinate them in exchange for sweet nectar. The honey made of bear is reddish, has a thick consistency, and has a fruity flavor. It's also called cedar honey. The word cedar comes from Arabic, which refers to some trees from the Ziziphus genus, and also refers to Sidratul Muntaha, which, as mentioned in the Quran, is the tree of the most extreme limit in the seventh heaven. What a beautiful tree it must be! Talking about the fruits, once the flowering is finished and the flowers are pollinated, small round fruits begin to appear. Fruits of the bear tree vary greatly from tree to tree, just like its name, which varies from place to place. The features of fruit vary depending on the variety of the tree growing in different climes, so it affects how fruits look, smell, or taste. Some fruits are round, while others may be oval. Similarly, bare fruits are called buria, boar, Chinese apple, desert apple, and so on, and have many other names in local languages. The color of unripe fruit is green. As they continue to mature, they turn yellowish. Upon maturing fully, they may turn orange, brownish, or scarlet. The flesh is apple like and crispy to eat when unripe, but becomes mushy with wrinkled skin when matured. The fruits have sweet fragrance similar to apples, but turn heady when they become overripe. The flavor varies from sugary sweet to tangy or downright sour. The bare fruits are drupe. As I have described earlier in the neem episode, drupes are fleshy fruits with a single seed inside. The bare fruits are highly nutritious, especially with high amounts of vitamin C. Now, the bark of the bay tree is dark brown and has deep rifts, and it becomes darker, even blackish, and more cracked as the tree gets older. The bark is used in folk medicine for various ailments. The wood of pear is hard and reddish brown and is used in villages to make beams, farm tools, and so on. It is also used as fuel and it makes good quality charcoal. The native habitat of bear ranges from South and Southeast Asia to southern China and northern Australia. Grows very well in arid and semi arid regions in India. The taproots of bear go very deep into the soil and easily tolerate drought conditions. Here is another amazing fruit tree that is well equipped to handle rising temperatures due to climate change and can provide food security and economic benefits in the future. Bear is not planted in city parks or avenues, perhaps because it can get messy in fruiting season. It is planted in villages for local use, occurs in wild forests, pops up in unexpected places even in the cities, thanks to birds. It is also cultivated and is an economically important tree in many Indian states not only for its fruits, but also to use it as a host tree for lac insects. The lac insects of Caria laca prefer bare trees as much as kusum trees and produce a resinous sticky substance on their leaves and bark. This orange colored resin is harvested and processed into shellac and is used in industries such as food, cosmetics, pharma, for making jewelry or polishing wood furnitures, varnishes, making lacquerware, basically for anything that needs a glossy finish, and for many other purposes. The leaves of pear are also a favorite delicacy for tassar silkworms that live on the wild forest trees. The worms are used to obtain tassar silk, of which Jharkhand is a large producer in India. Silk has a copper golden color and is less lustrous than mulberry silk, but is strong and durable and is becoming popular in the Indian textile market. Well, now that I have talked quite a bit about this tree, let's see how you can identify it in the wild. To begin with, the shape of the tree is useful in both the cases, when the tree is full of leaves or when it's leafless. It's not a tall tree, and the branches make a spreading crown and have thorns in them. The leaves are simple, ovate, dark green on the upper side and olive on the lower side, and are hairy. In the fruiting season, the tree is unmistakable. Not only the tree is full of orange red berries, but the ground is carpeted too. The bark is dark brown to blackish and has vertical rifts. And that's your bear tree. And that's all for today's episode. For all my episodes, I refer to several resources and add my own observations. You can find the complete list of resources in my blog. You can find the link to my blog in the About tab. Subscribe to a Ear with Trees podcast in the app of your choice and share this podcast for the sake of tree love. Thank you all. Stay tuned.